What's going on, guys? Welcome to another one of Black Iron's live battles. Today we'll have a Total War Warhammer 1 versus 1 live match for you. Hopefully we'll get a good opponent here. We can show off some of the micro and the different stuff that we looks like we do have an opponent. My opponent is Sunbeard, and he is going to take Brettonia. Now, I do frequently play against Brettonia. I feel like they're one of the more popular picks nowadays, so let's go ahead and take the Dawi. We will leave the High King buff here. Go ahead and leave Foe Seekers. We will add the Great Book of Grudges. That'll make our frontline units a little bit more healthy in case he does have some of the weaker frontline. Additionally, we will bring this, the Runesmith. We'll make sure to bring the Master Rune of Grundy. We'll leave off Groth One Eye. I feel like just can leave it off. The dwarves already have pretty high leadership base. I think we don't need it. Go ahead and get some dwarf warriors there. We'll get warriors to drag pass. That should give us front line with that Book of Grudges. They'll be a little bit beefier. Go ahead and get 2 miners with blasting charges. Grumbling Guard there in the middle. Maybe we'll just get some Dragonback Slayer. Also get 2 groups of Thunderers. Get 2 cannons. We're gonna go heavy. Let's go heavy on the artillery. So we'll need something a little bit. Hold that line. Seems like a bit. Go ahead and just take off. Go ahead and just cannons. Get a second group of players. 700 left. Get rid of one of those. It'll give us 1200. So we can get a group of Iron Brick. Rank up, and there we go. So we do have the 2 groups of miners with blasting charges. They should be able to do some damage from the flanks. We've got some dwarf warriors here. Hopefully these will be able to hold up against some of the weaker frontline units of Brettonia. We've also got 2 groups of slayers here and a group of iron breakers. I mean, this is just a ton of blasting charges. Hopefully I can use the cannons and the thunderers to take out any of his larger units. Those cavalry especially is what I'll be hoping to hit with the cannons. I mean, we'll just go ahead and see how this goes. Hopefully we get some pretty good shots off against his cavalry that I'm sure he's going to have with those cannons. If he doesn't have any cavalry, we may be in for some trouble. I mean, hopefully we'll be able to make him come towards us and just fire a bunch with our. All right, well, it looks like his computer's enough to load right away. I've noticed that you don't have a solid state drive something, but this one loaded pretty quick, so hopefully we'll have a good match for you. Go ahead and stretch this out just in case of trebuchets. We are going to go ahead and put these miners over the sides. We'll put 1 group of cannons each place and the way. Alright, and they'll be protected by the miners, as well as a group of slayers behind them. Definitely he won't be able to like to, I'm sure, as he notices the cannons are heavily. We do have the iron breakers here. We'll put them right in the back of the front. Rune Lord over here on the left. We'll get Thorgrim over there on the right. That should do it. Let's see. We have got the middle. We've got our middle army here. Then we've got our left army. And we've got our right army. We don't want these guys to get too separated. Definitely want them to be still here protecting. Hopefully, like I said, we'll be able to make him come to us, which will give us plenty of time to fire with these. Look at that. Thorgrim with his great book of grudges. Alright, so let's see. He does have a group of Royal Pegasus Knights. Well, it's King Lewin. It looks like he has 4 groups of field trebuchets. So that's pretty much what I'm going to start aiming at right off the bat. We're going to try to take those field trebuchets out immediately. Now I assume he'll try to get these Pegasus Knights over here. I'm going to go ahead and get these Thunderers already set up. Try to get a second group set up a little bit farther back. We'll go ahead and get him here. We'll go ahead and take this up right there. Use these Thunders to do some damage on King Loon if we can. Since we got it, we might as well toss this rune out there. Won't do a lot of damage, but I mean it also can't hurt too much. Alright, so now we're going to try to get in there. We'll go ahead and see if we can't hold King Loon in place there. We're going to drop that artillery and get the hell out of there. Hopefully they'll be able to do a ton of damage here. Look at King Loon, he's already down to 2,000 health. But I mean, these, what do we got going? Get these guys up. Miners moved up. It looks like these Pegasus Knights are still looking to find a place to land. Hopefully they will realize that they are not landing here. Now they are trying to escape into the back. We're going to get this firing again if that busted. Actually, that's just a regular field trebuchet. And hopefully we can get some those trebuchets taken right off the field before too much longer. Our cannons normally are typically very strong at taking out stuff like that. Go ahead and get this moved up, get these guys out of here, and we'll see if we can't put a little bit of damage buff. These two, go ahead and move them back and we'll have them start shooting. Oh man, hopefully he lands those Royal Pegasus Knights. I mean, we're gonna get them with the Dragonback Slayers, and even though we are taking some damage, we're just dishing a ton back, you know. And I think as much trouble as we're having shooting down those trebuchets, I'm just gonna start aiming at King Lewin. That'd be the best for me. Go ahead. Make sure those miners are attacking in there. Those Royal Pegasus Knights are pretty expensive. Oh, and they are shattered. That is that. Alright, let's go ahead and do everything we can. Knock him down right off the bat here. Alright, let's come back online. Get these second cannons back online. We don't have as much to worry about with these Dragonback Slayers any longer. Let's start moving our miners up. Start moving these miners up here. And I mean, he is taking severe damage on King Loon, but he will be able to keep regenerating that health. So that is the one hard part for me, is King Loon is just going to be able to continue regenerating, and it looks like they're doing tons of damage to these cannons. I mean, those trebuchets are just taking some pot shots. But I mean, as the dwarves, I really don't have a lot I can do. They've got some pretty good position here. I mean, I'm not sure if I can maybe try to hit this railroad clay. Maybe I can hit the field trebuchet. We'll just keep shooting. Looks like he's starting to do some damage to me. Maybe we should. Ooh, those are Get those bombs off though. These trebuchets are starting to take some heat. Ooh, look at those. Those are just some big hits. I mean, it wasn't a lot of kills. Looks like these miners have a few more kills. Let's bring them back. Don't want them to get engaged too far ahead of our buddies over here. It looks like he is just trying his best to take out the cannon. Let's just pop another damage reduction on it, and let's see if we can't maybe do something. Maybe take out some men at arms. Maybe we can just hit something. I mean, we don't seem to be able to hit anything. Let's aim up at here. At least maybe if we aim at the battle pilgrims up here. If we the field trebuchets up here, maybe if we hit the battle pilgrims, that'll help. Go ahead and take a few shots with the thunderers. And he finally has routed one of those cannons off the field. It's not a... Let's get everyone we can get on King Lewin here. Make sure that we are on him as much as humanly possible. Go ahead and move these miners back. And I mean, King Lewin is dropping super fast. He's finally got his healing cap here. Look at this second group of Slayers get in here. Come on, get on him, get on him. Oh, if we can take out King Lewin here, there is going to be some trouble. Just keep on him. Oh man. Oh, let's just keep hitting him. As long as we take him out. Oh, he's got 500 health, 300 health. Oh man, we need to just keep charging him. Oh, and down he goes. He's taken out by Thorgrim. Oh man, that is the way to go. So now we got to reform. And I mean, there you see that puts the balance of power significantly in my side. We'll go ahead and get these cannons back online. I mean, this cannon's still shooting. It looks like it has done a little bit of damage up here. Not as much as I had hoped. Let's have it shoot back at this field trebuchet again. And we're just gonna get everything we can starting to move up a little bit. He's not really got the mobile units anymore. Let's see. Go ahead and move these guys up here, get them behind, move him on the left, move them on the right, get the Slayers over there on the left. Slayers will be here, dragging back Slayers over there. We just need to start moving up on this, doing what we can to take out these units. Ooh, it looks like we have actually managed to do a little bit to that field trebuchet. Not a lot, but enough to at least make me a little bit happier about the fact that I normally say the Dwarven cannons are so much better than with their accuracy. And then, ooh, look at those shots. I mean, they're taking out a ton of those archers. They're just immediately broken by that. And whoa, there's a lot of trebuchets still coming though. I mean, we're just gonna keep moving up, keep moving together. We have got that online, we've got this online, we got both cannons going. Let's see if we can get some shots off. There's some battle pilgrims, those guys are pretty nasty. Let's go ahead and make everyone one big group. Got this other group of miners here, it looks like they need to get in. And we'll just go ahead and move on up. Oh, we are actually doing damage right there. That is great. I will continue to Aim at those battle pilgrims. As you see, his trebuchets are almost out. We're gonna go ahead and get my thunder fire face on that grail real quick. Let's get these guys moving in. We're gonna charge in here. These slayers are getting in here. We're gonna get Thorgrim in. We'll send him at the grail real quick. We're gonna. Oh, and here we go. You can get those iron breakers to toss a few bombs in here finally. Oh, watch this. Oh, they're gonna toss a few bombs in there. We'll have them toss a few bombs at those foot squires. And I mean, we'll go ahead and get Thorgrim in here, casting Stand Your Ground. This is just really gonna start to go in my favor. If you look up here, even though we have about the same troop count, I mean, we've got a ton more in the balance of power, because those blessed field trebuchets are just pretty much all out of ammo. If you look here, I mean, look at those broken. I mean, they're just gonna break. These miners are gonna come follow up here. Hopefully, I can toss a few more bombs in here at these men at arms here. But I mean, we're just slowly gonna break them. They're not gonna be able to hold up. That railroad play. Oh, look at that. And we've got a victory. Let's go ahead and take a look at the post-game wrap-up. We've got, it looks like 55 kills and 20 kills with this cannon. So they were actually able, once I got them shooting at those battle pilgrims and I stopped firing at these field trebuchets, they were able to do quite a bit to the enemy, who was all bunched up there on the hill. You see here, King Lewin, he kept being very dangerous with King Lewin, and the fact that we had these dragonback slayers. And we had, I mean, I ended up getting Thorgrim on him. I mean, that was just, he was playing very risky, and since he didn't have another hero, and he had lost those Royal Pegasus Knights so early, I mean, there just wasn't, it was pretty difficult for him to recover. Even though he did get quite, you know, he got a good number of kills here with each one of these field trebuchets. I mean, he would have had to get a lot more, you know, with only 207 losses. You know, there was no chance that the morale of these dwarves was breaking. You know, a lot of the time you bring these trebuchets to try to crack the dwarven, you know, turtle or whatever, but it does not always work. You definitely should be pushing in with your troops as well, and trying to kind of get the dwarves to bunch up and to you know, pump hits with these field trebuchets while cycle charging with King Lewin. Since he did it kind of separately in piecemeal there, I was able to get my units back to bear on King Lewin, or different units that came in. I was able to take them out before the game got too heavily one-sided. That was a great game to my opponent, Sunbeard. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe below. It really does help me out. And I hope you all enjoyed another one of Black Iron's battles.